So we had an exciting weekend of football, and even though my Bucks lost, there's still some good stuff that happened this weekend. Like I went and saw Riddick. Let's talk about that.
Mike's movie reviews. Yeah.
All right, so Riddick. I'm a big fan of the first two movies. Pitch Black. I mean, it's a great standalone movie, and the Chronicles of Riddick. I actually am a big fan of. It's probably my favorite Riddick movie. Maybe this one now. Pitch Black is still good. Like I said, it's just like one piece of a movie, and if it wasn't for one part of this Riddick movie, then this one would be my favorite. But overall, the Riddick series, I enjoy the Riddick character. I like the video games were cool. I even saw the animated movie of the Riddick franchise, and I liked it. So all this movie had to do was just give me Riddick in a new situation. I would have liked it, and that's what they did. So this movie picks up sometime after Riddick kills the king of the necromancers or necromongers, as they're called, and you can tell this because he's wearing the armor that that they use that's recognizable. Uh, and for about the first 20-30 minutes of this movie, the only dialogue we get is a monologue from Riddick. Besides that, it's all not talking. It's just Riddick being a badass in this desert planet. Kind of looks like the planet from the first one, and I'm still not clear if it is the planet from the first one. I'm still confused about that. He befriends this dog thing that becomes like a giant dingo. I'm still confused about what that is, but he becomes good friends with that. He builds himself back up, becomes the animal instinct that he was, and then we get a flashback, and it shows that he wants to get back to Furia. That is his goal in life now. Is he wants to get back to Furia because he wants to go home, and because of this flashback, so we see the necromongers necromonger. So we see the necromongers, and they betray Riddick because he wouldn't go through their ceremony or something, and they think they kill him because the one guy goes, "Keep what you kill." We see the general guy that was wanting to kill Riddick and the court marshal or something, whatever that guy's name was. You see him again, and it's cool to see him. And you see that they're still gonna bring either these characters in or the whole elements of Chronicles of Riddick in a future movie, which I really hope that they make. I haven't checked the box office scores yet. I hope Riddick did really well. Um, but yeah, so it's good that they still have that element in there, but just in a small dose because this is a lower budget movie. Uh, but then we get to about the second third of this movie after the flashback, and Riddick's still walking along in the desert, and he finds an outpost that's for bounty hunters, and he wants off this planet now because he wants to get back to Furia. So he calls the bounty hunters in, and you get the first group of these bounty hunters in, and they just look unorganized. It's a ragtag group of idiots, and the one guy's like, "I'm gonna put your head in the box, Riddick." Except he doesn't sound anything like that. I'm bad at doing voices, but the point is that they're cocky. They don't know what they're doing, and and Riddick's like, "Okay, I'm easily gonna pick these people off." He sets some traps for him, but then a second group of mercenaries show up, and they understand more about who Riddick is. One of them has a ties to a movie in Pitch Black, which I'm not gonna spoil for you. But basically, this group shows up. It has Katie Sackhoff in there. She's one of that group, and they show up and they want to help. Well, they want to take over, but the other guy is like, "No, I was here first." So then they're like, "All right, I'll help when you ask me to." And the next night, Riddick takes out like four of them, and then the mercs decide, okay, now we need to team up. So then they team up, and they don't really catch Riddick, but Riddick kind of turns himself over to him after he steals the nodes to their ship, which is their power supply. So then they're there, and these guys are doing merc stuff, and they want to kill him, and some stuff happens, and then we get to the last third of the movie, which basically this is just like the last half of Pitch Black, which it's cool if it was in the same spirit, but basically it was the same stuff happening. Um, so like that part of the movie, I didn't. It was good, but like, it was basically like the same thing. So it was like I'd already seen that Pitch Black. It wasn't like same spirit. Like the first half of the movie, the first 2/3 of the movie were all like in the spirit of Pitch Black and Chronicles of Riddick, where this one was Pitch Black. Uh, I still enjoyed it, but like I said, if that part wasn't there, this would have been my favorite Riddick movie and one of my favorite movies of the summer. Well, I guess now we're getting into the fall. Um, it's still a really good movie. I really enjoyed it. I thought Vin Diesel was great, especially in the beginning when it was just his acting skills, where he didn't have any dialogue and he just had to act with the environment. That was really good. Um, the mercs were all good. A couple of them were just like, oh yeah, this character is going to betray this person and that. And you saw that coming, but I mean that's how these people are. That's how you expect them to act. Um, the leader of the mercs of the second group, uh, I thought he was okay, but there's something involved with him that's a bit hard to believe, which I don't want to spoil. And and then also he was probably the weakest of the mercs overall, and I didn't really enjoy his character. Uh, there's a lot of cool action scenes. There's definitely some blood. There's some explosions. Like that scene with Pitch Black, there's still some cool stuff in there. There's this one scene where Rick cauterizes his own wound, and I thought that was really cool. And and I like the ending. I like where this is gonna go. I hope this does good because I want to see a next one. They want 2 more Riddick movies, which would be awesome. Overall, I give this movie probably 9 out of 10. I really enjoyed this as a smaller budget sci-fi movie, but it didn't look smaller budget. It still looked like a high budget movie. So tell me below what you guys thought of the movie, or if you plan on seeing it, if you like the other Riddick movies. Um, like this video, subscribe to my channel. Stay tuned for the Breaking Bad review tomorrow. And I also got 2 football series that I'm going to keep going for you guys that I want you to check out. And yeah, just check out all my other videos. Like them, subscribe. That's about it. All right. See ya.
Do 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 do. Subscribe.